NT Media Productions presents I'm Making It Happen Recovery Series. I'm Making It Happen is brought to you by Plaza Extra West, St. Croix, Plaza Extra, Tutu St. Thomas, Moringa Lion, Cane Bay Cares. Hi, I'm Nicole Tyson and you're watching I'm Making It Happen. And in this series, we're going to be focusing on individuals in the community of the Virgin Islands who have remained resilient despite going through 2 category storms in 12 days. We're going to talk about how individuals have opened businesses or reopened their businesses and just how they've been able to keep moving forward. And so today we're going to be speaking to Felix London of DPMNM. That's Don't Pay Me No Mind, and we're right outside of his store, and let's see how he was able to open up this brand new store here in Watapana Mall in the Sign Farm area. Come with me. And we're here with Felix London. He is a recording artist as well as an entrepreneur. He just opened up on St. Croix in the Sign Farm area, in the Watapana Mall, and we want to definitely talk about that. And it's right after the hurricanes. So people are still seeing opportunities and making it happen. So thank you for being with us, Felix. It's great to have you on the show.
I'm glad to be here.
And so basically we want to talk about, what did you go through for the hurricane? I mean, were you here on St. Croix?
Yeah, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia during the time of the hurricane. I came back down because it's just my mother and my sister that live on St. Croix. So I came back down to actually be in the hurricane with them. I booked a ticket for Maria.
Wow. So you came just so you could write it out with them?
Yeah.
And how was that experience? Were you in the house, or did you guys go to another person's, my family member house, or whatnot? What happened?
I was in the house. It was a good experience. It humbled me a lot. As you know, I don't bathe out a bucket of cold water. Okay. But it was a nice little humbling experience. Stayed a lot longer than I planned to. I take the hurricane for granted. Wanted to come for the weekend, make sure the family was straight, do some yard work and leave, but I ended up getting stuck for almost 3 weeks. So nice little humbling experience.
Okay, well, I definitely feel you with the bathing out of buckets, because I never had to do that in my life, in the cold water. And I did learn how did you boil the water before you put in the bucket?
Batman style.
Really? Well, I don't do Batman style. the little bit of boiling water and put in the bucket, it made me feel like, I could deal with this a little bit better, a little bit longer, endure it. But I'm so happy.
No, straight cold water.
Oh my God, and that water was cold.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we learned some survival skills, definitely. So you said 3 weeks. So what was the experience?
Everything was good, just water damage. I don't really feel like, I feel like everybody get water damage, even the store get water damage. But I don't feel there's nothing to complain about because, I've seen some people's homes and missing the roofs and windows falling in and all kind of stuff like that. So just some water damage, a little messed up tiles, a lot of cleaning, but, nothing big. I came to open the store and I literally get power the night before I come. So I think Wapa know coming, so they make sure they turn back on my power for me. But it was somewhere in the teens in December. Yeah, I don't remember the exact date.
I remember you had an opening December 23rd.
Pop-up shop first was December 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah. Little sis is all I had. Them my sissy. Me hear them a talk. Them not say nothing. Before the thing back, them better say something. Me not hear nothing. Me press your button. Them boy them chat so much, them get me rotty. Them a talk. Me not hear nothing. Before the thing back, them better say something. Me not hear nothing. Me press your button. Them boy them.
And so, we're here, and as you can see, he's showcasing a lot of Virgin Islanders who are designers, and then he has some other apparel.
Well, it's DPMNM, USVI. I definitely want to show support to the local brands as well, because there's a lot of local brands that I personally like, that I wear, and that has showed me a lot of love. And being a recording artist, they will always send me stuff. So now that I opened my store, I definitely want to show them some love in return and put some of the brands in a storefront, because I know some stores don't like to take the local designers. They want you to bring something that says Virgin Islands on it or St. Croix. But when you're trying to design your own clothing line, you don't want to put St. Croix or Trefoil on every shirt that you do. So I just wanted to give an outlet for people that are actually into fashion, that want to make their own clothes. Just give them an opportunity to put it on the shelves and have it in a storefront. Because I know as an artist, as a designer, it's nothing better than having your apparel in a storefront,
Well, that's amazing. So what made you come up with the idea, and what made you think that now was the best time to open up after everything has happened?
The idea is from the music. Everything stems back to the music. I made a record called Don't Pay Me No Mind, and that was the first solo record that I've done that actually caught on to people, that people actually liked. Like every time I'm going on my timeline, I'll always see that. So it kind of stuck with me. So I named the project Don't Pay Me No Mind, and then I started making merchandise called Don't Pay Me No Mind. So from making the merchandise, I wanted to do something bigger and better because being a recording artist, especially hip-hop, is very oversaturated because everybody feels like they could do it. So I just came up with different avenues to separate myself to show that I'm just not like everybody else. So I came up with a concept of doing a store because this is not something that everybody can just do. So I feel like opening a store, people will take me more serious as a recording artist. Yeah, so that's how the whole concept even came about.
So I've seen DPMNM, on my timeline. We've been friends on Facebook for a while. But I didn't really know what DPMNM meant, right? But I definitely wanted to come and support you, so I came when you had the meet and greet and the opening. And so I actually asked you directly, what was DPMNM? Cause I see so many people on their timelines put it up, and even I have family members that sent me some text that had that in it. I said, well, I need to find out what that means. And so if you missed it, it means don't pay me no mind. So how did you come up with that terminology?
I'm just an introvert. People think it's reverse psychology, but I'm really just an introvert. Like, I really don't want you to pay me no mind. Like, honestly, it's nothing technical about it. It is what it is.
So you're saying you want people to ignore you?
I want to say ignore me, but just, allow me a little. Just allow me.
Allow you space?
Yeah. Don't ignore me, but, Yeah.
Because you don't want nobody to ignore you. Of course, you're an artist, and then you have the song, right?
Leave me alone is don't pay me no mind. You feel me? Just let me cool. Yeah.
Okay, because it could be different. Because when they say "don't pay me no mind," it might be like, "Look, I joking." I thought of it as like, "Oh, you might be cracking jokes. Don't take you seriously."
I just take it for I use it in that aspect as well. But how I created it was literally just me being an introvert. Because the record, I was being very braggadocious. So the hook was "Don't pay me no mind." Like, I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you have to play that so they could get a feel of what the came back. Okay, so you're making it seem like you had a big ego, but that's not you.
But I'm still speaking facts. But this is not God,
Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no, nah. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind. No. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no. Don't pay me no mind, don't pay me no mind. No. Don't pay me no mind. Quiet as a shadow. My shirt python, no rattle. Swagger on Erica, battle. Hotter than the candle in my Pyrex flannel. What you staring at? I handle the pressure, no matter the weather. Your girl know I'm better, etc., etc. You constantly sweat on my jello.
So what made you think that this was the best time to open up a store and not waiting till maybe later in the summer? Went through 2 Category 5s, many things damaged. There was no power, a lot of challenges, frustrations.
Honestly, the hurricane came by surprise. I started working on the store like February. So as you can see, there's nothing on St. Croix that looks like this at all. Like, I've done everything from ceiling to floor, wall to wall. Nothing in the store is from St. Croix. Everything is shipped down from America. So I started doing this in February. So I wasn't even thinking about hurricanes. And due to the fact I got hurricanes, that wasn't going to stop anything. Yeah, so just push through. And I feel like it's good to bring back the restoration because everybody getting back to a state of normalcy. So why not open a clothing store?
Very important to say you started this since February 2017, right? The fact that you said that it wasn't going to stop you because you already started, so that's a big thing. You already had it in the works. What made you keep going in your mind to think, okay, it's still possible and it's still going to be successful? People are still going to patronize and come out and, support.
After you invest as much as I invested and put in as much hours as I put in, I literally was in here every day digging and scraping and painting and, So after you put all of that in, I wasn't even thinking about people not supporting because of the hurricane. I was being a visionary, being a creative. I'm also thinking, okay, a hurricane came, it's gone, it's time to rebuild. And I feel like this festival season, a lot of people are going to come home to support because You want to see what your island look like. You want to see how your family is doing. And I want to sell clothes to everybody. So I come home, we're going to be open.
Okay, I like that. Because you were just making it happen. What did it take to open? And, you know, like you said, you was in here every day, and you invested a lot. Just tell us, what was the process?
The process is, I came in, and this was a church, which is very hard to believe. Yeah, I came in here, I saw the space. I liked the size of the space, but I didn't like anything in there. And I spoke with the owner, and I said, hey, I'm going to mash up everything. Like everything. And of course, initially, he wasn't cool with it at all. But not having anything in the space for that amount of time, he took a chance and took a risk with me. And yeah, he likes the final product. Everybody thought I was crazy from all the construction, because, you know, it's like a work of art. Even if you're making a record, when I first go into the booth and I just mumbling stuff, it just sounds like gibberish until you finally put a whole project together. So the same thing was this. I took it like I was creating anything, like I was doing a painting. I just started, and everybody's looking at it like, whoa, what's going to be the final product? And then when they finally saw it, because, you know, you're not accustomed to not seeing tiles on floors or not seeing ceilings as well. So everybody thought I was crazy, but it came together, you know.
Well, I love the look. It made me feel like something you see in the States. You know, very posh, you know, clean, and I loved it. So from the time I came in here, I loved the look. So you did a great job. So you came up with the whole concept by yourself?
Yeah, it was just a freestyle, honestly. Just a freestyle. Everything was planned different. I planned to put ceiling tiles until I saw how the ceilings look. I planned to put wood vinyl on the floor until I saw how it looked after I took up the tiles. You know, like everything was just a freestyle. I just went with the flow. And when you're working on anything on a daily, consistent basis, yeah, it's going to come together, yeah.
It's going to evolve. And I love this. So you need to keep that there. I think people should come and, you know, take the picture on the DPMNM wall.
Well, for now, until the sneakers come in, it's going to be the sneaker wall.
Oh, okay, nice. So you're going to have any heels?
I will, actually. I just ordered some recently, honestly.
Make sure you have a size 6.
I hope so. I can't guarantee, but I hope so.
Well, that's my size, so that's what I'll be coming to look for. So, you know, after the hurricanes, what were some of the things that you did to help your family and friends and just individuals in the community to start rebuilding?
Well, I was still living in Atlanta at the time, so I don't remember the exact the name for them, but we did like a lot of food drives, I think it was. And I definitely donated lots and lots of canned goods, and definitely came out to help pack and organize. And because, you know, customs is, even though you're sending food, customs wanted to make sure everything in order. So I went and organized and helped and packed and wrapped a few times in Atlanta. I don't really know when the food got shipped out or when the food got here, but I definitely did my part. And as far as for the community, from the morning of the hurricane, I was out just cleaning up in people's yards, just helping. Because the same people that was coming to help do my yards, we were just doing yard by yard, just walking on the street, cutting trees and, you know, etc. Yeah.
And that's what I feel like after the hurricanes. I mean, it was rough, you know? I mean, I was here for the whole thing and just working like nonstop. But I think the biggest thing was the community coming together in all aspects. And that's what was needed to move forward. I think that's one of the reasons why we were able to move forward so quickly. What do you think?
I think the same thing, honestly. Even down to this festival season, even though we had that incident on the last night of the village, but for the most part, it's been a very, very, very good festival. I feel like we have united more since the hurricane. And
I think that anything is possible, especially for St. Croix. I mean, we do a lot of, I think, supporting and helping a lot. But if we look like it shows that if we come together and put our focus onto one thing, that we can make big things happen here in St. Croix. And I feel like this is one of you open up your store is just one of the aspects of that. And so I'm so happy and congratulate you on doing that. Wish you much success in in your ventures, all your ventures, because I'm sure you have so many other things that you're going to be pursuing. And and I just want to highlight people in the community, or let people know in the community that we are building VI stronger, and that anything is possible once you put your mind to it. Nothing should stop you in pursuing your goals. And so we want to ask, is there anything that you want to provide or tell individuals about 5 tips in regards to how they can continue to make it happen as we move forward through this recovery? 5 tips. I could just give you from personal advice from myself. If you want to do something, you have to point in time, you have to point hours, period.
You have to come up with your plan. So that's tip number one. Come up with a plan to accomplish. And then second, you have to start to find your resources for the plan. Because you can't make up a plan and not have the resources for the plan. Then you have to start putting it into existence. Not just speaking it into existence, but actually start working towards it on a daily basis. After that, open, or wherever it is you want it. If you want to be an artist, support a project. If you want to open a store, open a store. You want to be a chef, open your restaurant. And then 5, I would say, to make sure that it stays open, and so you can have longevity in whatever you want to do. Come up with new ways to reinvent yourself. The first thing I did after having the meet and greet with our city for the grand opening and having Pressure come in this Saturday and every month again, I try and do a different event to keep people coming to the store, period. So that's off the top of my head, 5 quick tips.
Is there anything you want to say about yourself or about just pursuing goals?
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. I could share a deep secret with the wall for making it happen. I always wanted to be a recording artist from the time I was in high school. I was used to have freestyle battles in the corridors in Central High, and I was the man since back then, but I never thought it was possible. I didn't see it as a thing. So I went off, I joined the Navy, and I tried to have a regular career and have a regular life, but I saw that it wasn't for me and that the music kept calling me, so I ended up coming back to it. But the personal experience, Pressure Bus Pipe was like, my big brother. He did the Wendy Williams show a few years ago, and I don't cry. Like, I could count on one hand how many times I shed a tear. But watching Pressure and Wendy Williams actually had goosebumps and started to tear up, because it was just a good feeling seeing a Virgin Islander. Because I didn't think it was possible coming from such a small community. It was a great feeling seeing a Virgin Islander. Like, I feel like that's like the highest tier, being able to do talk shows in America, from being an artist from St. Thomas. So when I saw that, that's what actually gave me the boost. Like, this is so possible. And I wish I started in high school, so I could have been doing this since then. But I started my career around 25, 26, So but now is a blessing, because now the high school kids now, they see that this is possible and they could pursue their dreams from early. Because I literally didn't think it was possible. Even I thought of this being a reality.
So is there anything else that you're working on that you want to let us know about?
I just released a project this July 23rd. It's called Feed Duncan. Check it out. It's on all streaming services. I have a few videos on YouTube. Just search Felix London. And this year I plan to put out at least 3 or 4 projects. Just keeping the wave going. New videos every month. Just keeping the wave going. So
anything else you want to say about the recovery or, rebuilding?
Make sure I go next door to In the Mix, because she'll definitely keep me good. Make sure I support Save Us in Croix as well. Support our local businesses, period. And not only the locals, because, island is one, everybody is one, the Virgin Islands is one. But please make sure you support your local businesses. Keep us alive.
I think this was the most opportune time to have this discussion again in regards to making it happen, because so many people had resilience and had the mind frame that, no matter what, they're going to have to, keep it moving for themselves, for their families, for the community. And so we appreciate you for investing in the community and providing this new outlet so that we can have other goods in the territory. All right, and so thank you again for watching I'm Making It Happen. Make sure you go to our Facebook page. You can find us at I'm Making It Happen on the screen, on our YouTube channel, on I'm Making It Happen, as well as our website. You can find us at www.immakingithappen.com. And so again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep making it happen.
Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no. Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no.
I'm Making It Happen is brought to you by Plaza Extra West, St. Croix, Plaza Extra, 22 St. Thomas, Moringa Lion, Cane Bay Cares. Tune in next week, Friday, as we get the details of how Davison Charlemagne and others used their personal boats to take needed resources to St. Thomas and St. John after Hurricane Irma, and what it took for him and his team to coordinate the 65th Crucian Festival activities on St. Croix, just 3 months after being hit by Hurricane Maria. Here's a sneak peek at next week Friday's episode.
During Irma, St. Croix came big in supporting St. John and St. Thomas. And I was one of those. I own a boat, and I had my boat and friends to assist me. And we were really the first set of people to actually I know when we hit St. John, we were the first to bring relief to St. John. And then we also did that with St. Thomas. And like I said, we did that like 6 trips. We took a lot of kids and families and strangers from St. Thomas and St. John and brought them to St. Croix.
This was an NT Media production. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. It's a sociable thing to do.